You're about to understand why some women are emotional landmines disguised as love stories. They don't destroy you out of malice, they destroy you because they can't help it. If you've ever been with a woman who ran hot and cold, who made you feel like her entire world one day, then like a stranger the next, who pulled you in just to push you away, you've already met her. You've danced with the avoidant woman, and that dance always ends the same way with you, broken, confused, and questioning your sanity. The illusion of control. These women don't look damaged. That's the trick. They're often stunning, intelligent, independent women who carry an aura of mystery and strength. They don't need anyone. They make you chase. They make you earn it. And that challenge, it lights something primal in you. You think, she's different. I'll be the one who finally breaks through. But you're not stepping into a love story. You're stepping into a psychological maze, one designed with no exit. You'll walk in thinking you're saving her, and walk out wondering who the hell you are. The damage beneath the confidence. The avoidant woman isn't cold by choice. She's wired by trauma. Somewhere in her past, usually in childhood, love became a source of pain. Care meant control. Intimacy meant danger. Vulnerability meant annihilation. So she built walls and called them independence. She learned to crave connection but feared the cost of it. And now every time she starts to feel something real, her nervous system screams, "Run!" That's not rejection. That's survival. And you, without realizing it, become the trigger for her deepest fear. The fear of needing someone. The cycle of chaos. Here's how it plays out. The first phase is magic. She's not like other women. She's alluring, reserved, hard to read. You feel chosen. She opens up just enough to make you believe you've earned her trust. You start to imagine a future. Then, without warning, she flips. Texts stop. Affection fades. The woman who once looked at you like you were oxygen now acts like you're in the way. You replay everything in your mind. What did I do? What changed? The answer? Nothing. You just crossed the invisible line between safe fantasy and real intimacy. Her attachment system got triggered, and her psyche went into lockdown. She'll start fights out of thin air, accuse you of things you never did, rewrite history to justify distance. This isn't logic. It's panic, the paradox of the avoidant woman. She wants love, desperately. She just doesn't know how to receive it. She'll chase connection, then destroy it the second it feels real. She'll crave affection, then reject it once she gets it. She'll test your patience, your strength, your sanity. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she's trying to prove something to herself. If he leaves, I was right. Love always abandons me. If he stays, he's weak. Love always suffocates me. You cannot win that game. The illusion of strength. Most avoidant women are high functioning. They can run companies, raise children, crush goals. They can lead, organize, plan, but ask them to feel, to trust, and they crumble. Because in love, competence doesn't protect them. Vulnerability kills them. They confuse self-reliance with strength. They call their emotional isolation freedom. And they pity women who depend on men, secretly envying the peace those women feel. Her independence isn't empowerment, it's armor. A defense mechanism so old she thinks it's her identity. The deadly fantasy. Every man who loves an avoidant woman falls into the same delusion. I can fix her. I can be the one who finally makes her feel safe. That's the lie that destroys you. You can't love someone into safety when love itself is what terrifies them. You can't outthink trauma. You can't outlast pathology. You can't be perfect enough to override programming. Because this isn't insecurity. It's neurology. You're trying to reason with fear circuits built before she could even spell your name. The emotional prison. Even if you manage to stay, even if you learn to dance, the push-pull rhythm, what have you really won? A relationship where you can't relax, where you monitor your tone, your timing, your affection, where you become a version of yourself designed not to trigger her anxiety. You stop being a man and start being a caretaker for her wounds. That's not love. That's captivity. The backup plan tactic. Here's the darkest truth. Avoidant women rarely walk alone. They keep orbiters, exes, just friends, admirers waiting in the wings. Not because they're evil, but because having backups dulls the fear of abandonment. When you set boundaries, she'll mention one of them. When I was with my ex, he never made me feel this way. It's not random. It's psychological warfare. Even if she doesn't know she's doing it, it's her way of saying, don't get too comfortable. You're replaceable. And that's how she maintains control through insecurity and comparison. The breaking point. Most men don't leave because of one explosion. They leave because of erosion. The constant gaslighting. The cycles of affection and withdrawal. The endless self-blame. It wears you down. Until one day, you wake up and realize you're no longer fighting for her love. You're fighting for your sanity. You're addicted to the chaos, to the dopamine spikes of her validation, followed by the crash of her rejection. It's not love anymore. It's trauma bonding. And it ends the same way every time. Not with a bang, but with emotional exhaustion. A slow death of your self-worth. The hard truth. You can't fix an avoidant woman. You can't heal what refuses to be touched. And no amount of patience, logic, or love can rewire someone's childhood defenses. What you can do is walk away. Not with hatred, but with clarity. Because you can have compassion without captivity. You can acknowledge her pain without drowning in it. You can understand her patterns without participating in them. The bravest thing you'll ever do as a man is to stop trying to save a woman who's addicted to distance. The mirror you refuse to look into. And here's the twist most men never face. If you're drawn to avoidant women, there's something avoidant in you. Maybe you crave chaos because calm feels foreign. Maybe you chase women who reject you because deep down you fear real intimacy too. Maybe you confuse intensity for passion, trauma for depth, instability for love. The truth is, she's not your curse. She's your mirror. And every time you try to fix her, you're really trying to heal the part of yourself that believes love must hurt to be real. The liberation. Real strength isn't fixing the broken. It's walking away from the unfixable. It's reclaiming your energy, your peace, your time, and giving it to someone who can actually receive it. Because every moment you spend decoding her mixed signals is a moment stolen from the woman who wouldn't need decoding. Every ounce of effort poured into managing her moods could be invested into building a future with someone stable, warm, and capable of loving you back. Don't waste years trying to be the exception to her rule. Be the man who refuses to play by it. Final truth. Avoidant. Women are not evil. They're wounded. But so are you, if you keep loving women who can't love you back. So the real question isn't, how do I make her stay? It's, why do I stay when she keeps leaving? The answer to that question is, your freedom. The moment you stop mistaking chaos for connection, you reclaim your power. And when you walk away from a woman who can't meet you halfway, you don't lose her. You find yourself.